Hey there everybody, it's another great day for a workout here on Jessica Smith TV, and today Peanut and I want to share with you some good strength training exercises for bad backs. So for this workout, we're going to utilize a resistance band. I have tubing with handles. You might have a flat band. Just work with what you have at home. Some of these moves might even work with dumbbells too, so you have some options to choose from. And just keep in mind, whatever your condition is with your back, it's so important to remember that not all exercises are suitable for everyone, so be sure to listen to your body and honor it as we go through the workout, and always abide by your doctor or physical therapist's recommendations for your back. So we're gonna start off with a back exercise to begin with using the resistance band. Now, depending on the thickness or tension in your band, you can do this either with it extended or with it folded over. Mine is pretty light, so I'm gonna fold mine over. But you're just gonna stand with your feet hip width apart, your abs are in tight, you're gonna reach your arms out in front of you. So a little bit of tension, not a bunch on the band. And then we're gonna widen our hands, pull the shoulder blades back and together, and think of tapping the resistance band to the top of your rib cage and then press back out. So as you start the movement, I want you to initiate it by pulling your shoulder blades back and together and squeeze, and then reach forward. So we're widening the band and pulling with the back and pressing out. Make sure that you're not dropping the wrists as you grip it. So one of the things you're gonna really wanna keep an eye on as you do strength training with back issues is the alignment of your spine in all positions. So depending on how your back is feeling, if you're really experiencing a lot of back pain, you're probably gonna wanna avoid positions that have you hinging forward from the hips or in a forward flexion. For example, moves like bent over rows or deadlifts, they might really aggravate your back. So this is just a nice way to work on strengthening the back muscles without actually having to go into that forward flexed position. So we'll just do one more here and release it. Good. So let's work the front of the body. The nice thing about that is too, we also got a little bit of the shoulders and the biceps going. We're gonna take the band behind one foot, or underneath I should say. The foot's gonna go behind your body. The band is underneath your foot. And we're gonna go into a forward chest press. So you're stepping forward with your opposite foot, the one without the band, and you're gonna push forward and then pull back. So I'm gonna use my chest and shoulders to extend the arms, but on the way back, I want you to resist that band too. So you're working again through those back muscles, but posture is nice and tall. So keeping your arms about shoulder distance apart as they push out in front of you, and resist and bend your elbows back behind you. Another option for this would be to secure your band around a doorknob or handle behind you. And you can just do that forward and back from there. I don't have a doorknob to secure it to, so we just modify with the foot. Let's do a couple more on this foot. And then, of course, you're gonna also wanna switch and do it with it underneath the other leg so you're even. You might wanna do that on round 2 instead. So next, let's get into the shoulders. So we're gonna do an overhead shoulder press. So you can, again, this is gonna depend on the resistance of your band. Feet hip distance apart. If your band is really tight, bring your feet together, or even step just one foot on it. We're gonna raise the handles or hands right in line with the shoulders, and you're gonna press up and resist down. Just be careful, sometimes those bands can cut into the backs of your arms, so you can hold them this way too, so it doesn't touch your body, but just watch your wrists. Press, good. Again, the most important part here is our posture through the spine. Stay nice and tall. Keep your abs really drawn in. Good. And squeeze. That's it. Nice. And then we have another one here for the biceps. So you could just do a nice curl up and down. Again, adjusting the resistance depending on how much you need. You might need to create a little bit more by kind of wrapping your arms around the band a little bit more, maybe even twice more. See how it feels. Elbows are in by your sides, abs supporting your spine as much as possible to protect that back. Good. And then to work the triceps here, you can keep that tension on the band and just press your arms back behind you. Give me a tiny little bend and extend back. So again, we want to be mindful of the spine and avoid hinging forward or rounding forward. So in those usual tricep kickbacks, we're usually kind of leaning forward from the hips. This one, you can create enough tension in that band that you can keep the chest lifted, but still work the backs of those arms, right? Squeeze back, good, and press. This works with dumbbells too. Push it back, back, and back. Good, just a few more. And then we're gonna wrap up with one of my all-time favorite exercises for protecting the back, but also strengthening the core muscles, which support the back, which is our plank pose. So there's a couple ways you can do this. If you're just starting out or you need to be extra careful, place your hands on the seat of a chair, a low step, even a sturdy ottoman that you might have at home to give yourself a little bit of an incline to make this easier. Otherwise, you're gonna try to come down to the floor with your shoulders over your hands, feet hip width apart. If you have wrist issues, feel free to take this on your elbows. So we just wanna think of holding this nice static contraction, trying to create a nice diagonal line from the heels through the hips and out through the head. So watch that you don't let your hips sag to the floor. That's where we feel the back pain in plank. So you gotta push away from the ground. You gotta zip your belly button into your spine. Support the back here. Everything is working for you. Your legs are activated, the abs are working, back, shoulders are pressing down. You're working your chest, your shoulders, your arms, everything. I love this exercise. Hold it as long as you can with great form, and then slowly come on down. So those are my recommendations for strength training with back issues. Again, see what works best for you. You might want to try this as a circuit workout. You can go back to the beginning of the video and do the whole thing maybe 2 or 3 times in total for a great circuit workout. If you're looking for additional workout ideas, please be sure to check out our Walk On DVD series, which has some great back-friendly toning and cardio exercises in it. I'll put the link below if you want to check it out. Thanks so much for joining Peanut and I for this quick workout today. We hope you enjoyed it, and we look forward to sweating with you again real soon. Take care, everybody.